Hello witches. This is a video response to Kitty the Dreamer and kind of also to Jude Direct. They each put out videos on lucid dreaming was Kitty's and astral projection was Jude Direct's. And I thought I would share a little bit about my experiences with that. Like Kitty, I also have always been a dreamer. Not just, the type of dreaming where you have goals and dreams, but literally I've always dreamed. Now I'm at the point where I pretty much dream every night, multiple dreams, and they're always very vivid. I now have learned to write down my dreams, and I'm able to go back and reflect on how the dreams were giving me a message or warning me or whatever the case might be. As a child, a very, very young child, I started dreaming of kind of really unique things that I didn't understand. And I think some of those dreams and those experiences led me to find myself as a witch. When I was very little, I had a dream of a pyramid, and in the dream I was walking hand in hand with a man, much older than me. I believe in the dream it was my father, and we were walking towards a pyramid, and in the dream it felt like I was going to my home. I'm not sure if it was a past life memory or if it was more symbolic. From some of what I've read, dreaming of pyramids can be an indication that you have psychic ability. I also had dreams of a bald eagle, a giant bald eagle, and something to do with opening a gift. This was when I was really, really little, like kindergarten or earlier. And now that I write my dreams down, and now that I'm more adept at meditation and path working and some of that, I'm able in the dreams sometimes to realize that I'm dreaming, which that at that point is when it becomes lucid dreaming. And some of those dreams have been, I think, astral travel type of thing. In one of the dreams, or actually multiple times, I've dreamt of being in a place similar to like Salem, Mass, where I don't know if possibly there was actually people doing some type of a ritual to call spirits to them or whatever. But in that experience, I was able to go through the house, through the house or place where it was, and I could literally see the insides of the walls as I passed through. I could see the insulation, and at that point I realized that I was lucid dreaming, and I started to really look around. That's usually what I do when I realize I'm in a dream. And I try to take in as much of the information as I can. The experience of lucid dreaming compared to regular dreaming is that although my dreams are very vivid, the lucid dreaming it's exactly the same as being in real life. It's you feel, you taste, you smell. It becomes just completely feeling the same as the real world. Except that, of course, you can fly. And it's a wonderful, wonderful experience. That one dream where I think maybe somebody was doing something as far as calling spirit to them or something was because it was in a witch shop. I could tell by looking around that there was a lot of things that were grouped together, and it had the look of a shop. There was a witch shop. There were witchy items. Many, many candles were lit. I could see incense burning, smell incense, and there was a person there, a woman, a few women, and they were doing something, which I think they were engaged in a ritual. And towards the end, when I was flying to leave this place, I got the sense that they knew that I was there. And a lot of my lucid dreams do take place in places like that. Very witchy, very kind of gives me the feeling of a type of place like Salem. And as far as astral traveling, I have not become very adept at it yet, but there's ways that you can practice at it. I have a book that goes into some detail about that. I'll have to give you guys the name of the book later. But they say to practice, you begin by like picturing yourself from behind and looking at yourself from behind. It's much more difficult to picture yourself looking straight at yourself. And you practice like stepping out of your body into yourself from behind. Another way to practice that I found helpful is to close your eyes and try to view the room that you're in from different views. And it's especially cool to do if you're in a place that's unfamiliar, because you really get a sense of if you're just using your imagination or if you're actually seeing it. You have to be skilled at visualization, obviously, and you get that image of what you think you would see from not where you're sitting, but the other side of the room. I actually have done this in waiting room chairs. Is a good place to practice. I did it when I was getting a dental exam, and it was especially cool because I could hear people, I could hear the other patients, but there's a wall blocking. So you visualize and try to picture what the other people might look like in as much detail as you can, what is going on in the place that's out of your view, and then if you're able to check if you were right or not, and see how well you did. That's good for developing, psychic skills as well. So, I don't know, hopefully this was helpful, and I will be making more videos soon. Bye.